Ladysmith is famous for a few different things. For such a small town, there are some really special things about it. When I first moved here in 2016, I had one small child. So many times I was asked, have you heard of LaFF? LaFF? What's LaFF? You gotta check out LaFF. And so one day, my son and I decided to walk inside that big Aggie Hall. LaFF stands for Ladysmith Family and Friends, and it's one of the longest-running nonprofits in the town of Ladysmith. For almost 30 years, they've been a place for parents and caregivers to land. Last year, they helped over 20,000 participants. At first, I figured it'd be like any other playgroup, but I quickly realized the gravity of what this program was. And over time, I started to really feel how much it meant to us. Looking around, I saw that it wasn't just me. I could see that every other family who was there was feeling the same depth of benefit. Anyone who takes care of a baby or an infant knows the value of having a place to go that will hold you up and meet some of your essential needs. I would walk in there and someone was willing to hold my baby. They're gonna feed me breakfast and play with my toddler. Yes, please. They've got all these interesting stations that engages my little one while I get to make friends with other parents or just sit quietly on my own with a cup of tea or something. It costs very little to attend, and because of the community support, they'll even sponsor families with free passes so that no one misses out. I attended regularly over the next 6 years. I had another child. Every article of clothing they wore came from that free clothing exchange. There's an entire pantry filled with essential items from the grocery store that you're welcome to take for no cost. The kinds of programming that happens depends on the funding it gets. So for example, over the years, there have been blocks of time for folks who need less stimulation, an evening sewing club, drive-through care packages during COVID, there was letter writing, and there's always special events around holidays. It's so amazing. As of spring 2023, programming is LaFF Mornings, which is the indoor time at Aggie Hall with all those stations and free items. There's LaFF Outside, which is fairly similar, but it's at the park next door. And then there's LaFternoon, which is indoor time for babies and their caregivers who are under 1. Ladysmith Family and Friends is a legacy asset to this town, and I hope it never stops. I cannot stress how much myself and my children have benefited from this asset. So the group of people who run this organization deserve to be celebrated. The funding contributors deserve to be celebrated. The people who sign up to give a monthly donation deserve to be celebrated. LaFF relies on community sources of funding. Keeping this nonprofit financially healthy is directly related to creating a healthy Ladysmith. Their whole prerogative is early intervention and barrier prevention, and they are changing lives.